Welcome back to our Aeon Drive tournament here on GSA pick.
Yeah,
It
and
should
we've
be-
really seen that from
Mhm.
the 10-minute rounds, I think. Yeah, most runners don't get a 100% optimal run that they want, especially from the levels we didn't see.
Right.
And so it's been whoever's been able to adapt the best, which has been really cool for, like a beginning round type of skill.
And for anybody that is just now joining us, this is a new game called Aeon Drive. It is out tomorrow. So you can go onto Steam and wishlist it and wait for it to come out. It looks like it's going to be a ton of fun, so be sure to check it out.
Yeah, going to be really great. Looks like the runners have started up here. Yeah, not like the one we saw last time with the whole bunch of guns and cycles and stuff. A little better. We see on Maria's screen here, there is a bit of a tight throw there. Looks like it could save some good time. But okay, well, no, that wasn't the ending. Where's the ending?
I haven't seen the ending yet.
Yeah, that was just a little warp thing. Pretty big level.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've seen this kind of bounce pad mechanic going on that we're seeing here.
It's been in like very few levels, but yeah, I have seen it at least once or twice. They've got some weird physics to them. Oh, like right there, like you saw Marie was kind of headed down, but when she got shot right, it kind of kept the momentum. So there it goes. Had to get over there a bit quicker. Yeah, really cool level.
Yeah, Maria taking that gap. Getting through there, getting past that sentinel. Finding the end. Getting the first time. No, it was a lie, because Satanya has gotten a time.
Yeah, 1283 from Satanya. I was kind of watching Maria there, and the top route seems to be fairly safe, but it doesn't seem to be like it's extremely fast, because you're definitely reliant more on those warps, especially at the end. You saw she had to like warp up and then go all the way around, versus the bottom had a turret there, but maybe you could do something there, make it a bit faster.
Yeah, there's a lot of different possibilities. Fortunately, our runners aren't going to be able to explore a whole lot of these possibilities, because we're almost a quarter of the way through this first matchup here.
Yep.
So we've 8 minutes left on the clock.
Absolutely. Satanya seems to be kind of exploring with the lower routes. Oh, there we go. Saw it there from Marie too.
I hate dying.
But yeah, Satanya a bit laggy. I think we have to capture his gameplay on Discord, so it is what it is.
Does seem like Satanya has found a quicker route, putting up quite a bit of a lead, about a 4-second lead on Maria. We'll just have to see if Maria can.
Yeah, that did look like it bumped up her time a little bit there. What did she get? She get a 15?
15.43, I believe it was.
Nice. Yeah, okay, there we go. Satanya doing a fast fall there. I kind of forget that that's a mechanic. You don't see it very often. But yeah, there's definitely enough space there to where you can't really throw the dagger straight down because it's too far. So a fast fall, I guess you'd call it, probably be a good option.
Maria throwing that dagger and not quite making contact with the wall. One thing about these daggers is they do have a limited distance when you throw them, so you do have to kind of eyeball when you should throw them if you're gonna make contact with that wall to teleport your way through.
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, you have to make sure you're in the right position, and just because you see the wall in front of you doesn't mean you can attach to it. So
right.
It's some really precise timing these runners are going through, and Maria having some trouble with those turrets there. That looks like a rough section. But it doesn't seem to be real slow. It seems to be kind of straightforward, and I think as we've seen in the past, the routes that have less corridors and you can kind of just warp, up and down straight forward seem to be the better routes to take, especially for these 10-minute rounds. Half the time is almost already gone. It's 5:45 on the clock. Yeah, both runners looking at this bottom section going, maybe this is a bit faster, but...
Yep. Yeah, Satanya working his way through it. Looking like this one's gonna be a quick one. Oh, got a little hung up there.
And not going to be his best time, but he does have a really good time.
What happened?
Maria's still looking for that good run. Definitely still has time to get it. Just kind of abandoned the first route, so didn't have time to optimize too much. Yeah, and they're just kind of running, jumping straight through it. I think once it gets figured out more, we'll see more dagger throws kind of diagonally up and down.
Yeah, looked like Maria was gonna try to go through that fire bar with a dagger, but dagger went through and ended up getting scorched on the heel.
Yeah, some hitboxes you need to be aware of for sure when those fireballs are kind of at the edge. If your character model touches it at all, it's gonna count. So some really precise modeling here that we've seen, and you have to watch out for it. So yeah, running off the edge, kind of like that was attempted. You're gonna have to do a little jump, make some extra movement. Ooh, Satanya just trying to go up top.
Yeah, I just saw that. He'd be able to shave off a little bit of time.
Yeah,
4 minutes left in this matchup.
Avoiding everything in his path. We're just gonna go above. Yeah, this is a tricky map. This is a pretty tricky map.
Not
It's
quite
a
as
lot of
many.
options.
Yeah, not quite as many nooks and crannies like the last, but it still definitely has its fair share of hang-ups.
Absolutely. Some tricky sections with these fireballs and turret guns.
I hate dying.
It's interesting to me that it's like in the beginning of this level, there's a lot of those bounce pad things, and by the end of it, they get a little more sparse.
Yeah, it's definitely a more open area in the beginning. Yeah. Ooh, look, that looked like a pretty good one for Maria there. Hopefully we can see a really solid one before too long. Yeah, already down to 10:53 for Satanya.
Yeah,
Maria's still looking
Satanya's
for a good one.
yeah, Satanya's got quite a bit of a lead on Maria.
Yeah, you just need one though. You just need one good one.
That's true. You only need one. But she's gonna need to get it quick because there's only 2.5 minutes left in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely just kind of jumping through that first section. That's a weird timing. It really is.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good one for Satanya.
Oh, still running into the bullet there. I thought she was gonna make it through.
Let's see. Maria's gonna. Ooh, yep. Running into that bullet once again.
Try not to die. Please, thanks for the advice.
Gonna need that run coming.
Yeah, it looks like there needs to be some dagger throws implemented in here because Maria's just kind of like running straight through and jumping. If there could be some extra dagger throws, like maybe up right there to avoid that enemy, maybe one onto the platform instead of trying to jump through the bullet. Some more stuff like that I think would be pretty useful in a section like this. Because yeah, you just get caught right in those patterns there.
Yeah.
Really rough stuff. These runners. This is like still one of the earlier. What am I trying to say? Round of 64. It's the round of 64. So these runners really haven't had too much competition experience. We did have like 4,000 people enter the tournament entirely, but as far as being streamed and being on the spot, these runners. This is the first time we're really seeing them.
Yeah, and
they're
like
given
Mark
a hard map.
Yeah. Like Mark was saying, we did have 4,000 people enter into this tournament. These are the top 64, so these are the best of who entered. And being put on the spot, given a brand new map, doing it blind. It's really amazing what these runners can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially with a map this hard. This is one of the hardest ones we have seen. So
yeah, and we're all figuring out the game, brand new game.
Absolutely. And that might just do it. I don't think there's enough time to finish another one unless it's perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like now. Let's see if Maria can pull it out. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Nope.
Yep. Not quite able to do it. It's a really rough one. That was a long map too. Not even a sub 10. We're used to seeing like 6 seconds, 7 seconds. You know, but 15 seconds, 10 seconds. Maria just not quite getting a good one. There's definitely some good ideas, some nice attempts, but couldn't quite commit to something that was real solid. It's just there's too many tricks.
Yeah. They had the pieces, and just putting them all together, it just didn't happen. But still a great attempt for both runners. Satanya is going to walk away with that one with a time of 10:53. So stick around. We have a couple more matchups coming up. So yeah, we'll see you in a couple.